Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch. Today, we're discussing one of the two most unusual display systems launched during the 2010s. One was the infamous Devon tread, which I happen to like quite a bit, and the other, the equally notable and off-kilter HYT Fluidic display system. And that's what we have here today. This is a 2016 limited edition of 50 pieces in rose gold. It's the HYT H1 full gold. And the watch features a unique fluidic display system that includes two bellows reservoirs, all of this driven by a Swiss lever escapement. It is a big watch. 49 millimeters in diameter, 18.4 millimeters thick, and 56 millimeters from lug to lug with a 25 millimeter spacing between the lugs. These are so huge that I don't even talk about the right wrist size for this. I would just say you have to be comfortable with the hugeness of it. It sits comfortably on my wrist, but in terms of size, I do think you need probably an 18 centimeter circumference wrist to even approach a semblance of proportionality. That said, if you like the concept and you have a smaller wrist, get one of the H0 cases without lugs. Very, very heavy in rose gold. You can see that the watch includes a large strap that conforms nicely to the end profile. There might even be a plastic insert in here to make sure it perfectly matches the shape of the lugs in the case. Then we've got large rectangular scale alligator leather in sort of anthracite, somewhere between gray and black, with a monotone stitch, a folded edge, calfskin on the bottom. And you can see this is genuine alligator, though that's printed on calfskin, a little bit ironically. Jean Rousseau is the strap maker. Also the strap maker to F.P. Journe and de Bethune, among others. We've got a buckle here that I'm going to showcase that is a uniquely designed piece for HYT with a combination of satination, media blast, and even a hollowed out pin for the buckle. It looks good. It works well. Taking a look at the case, it's a nuanced mixture of polish and satin, and I would say to their credit, they managed to limit the amount of polish. With this much gold, that was well chosen. You could see that there are these little recesses that ring the bezels. There's a lot of visual interest here. There's a rubber shoulder around the crown, and this is a rare screw-down crown 100-meter variant. Very few H1s can go swimming with a 100-meter rating and a screw-down crown. This is one of those few. It's also surprisingly well loomed, to the point that you might be shocked when you see it for the first time. Taking a look, we have two immiscible liquids right here. One is clear, one is black, and because they're immiscible, they cannot mix. So the meniscus between them represents the hour. And you could see as I advance the time, the hour reaches the end of its travel and then retrogrades with surprising speed back to the other end of its scale. And so it is both a regulator, because it separates hours, minutes, and seconds, and a retrograde because it has that retrograding hour scale. Taking a look in profile, jumping back, you could see that there is a running seconds display in the form of this unique turbine and then a power reserve indicator for the manual wind power reserve of 65 hours. We have this borosilicate glass tube and then these two reservoirs, and I'm told these are actually made somewhere in Philadelphia. And I would love to know, because that's where I'm based. Taking a quick look, you'll also appreciate how this system works, because clearly the fluid can't go all the way around and start again, so it retrogrades back to the beginning, and then we have this little 6 right here to remind you this is 6 o'clock. The watch does feature a mechanical movement designed by Chronode, which is a high-end movement shop that does a lot of work for high-end clients. The fluidic elements were developed and are built and maintained by HYT's sister company, Pressiflex. Chronode was responsible for the mechanical aspects of the caliber 101. So manual wind, 65-hour power reserve, 35 joules, 4 hertz beat rate, a cam system, which you can see right here, drives the two bellows. Remember, one is clear, one is black liquid, and this 35 joule 65-hour caliber has a combination of finishing flourishes, including stripes across the bridges, polished screws, a media blast on some of the lower portions of the base plate. We also have a bevel that is probably started mechanically but finished by some sort of manual means to get it polished like that. It looks quite good. Either that or it's used in a very high-tech polishing mechanism to get that kind of mirrored shine on a bevel. It is possible to get that kind of shine with mechanical finishing, but very difficult to do. Think Blancpain 50 fathoms, and you have an idea of the echelon of the quality you're looking at here. There's a little bit of engine turning periodically, satination on the wheels, and then solarization on the ratchet wheel atop the barrel. All of this very good looking. The Swiss lever drives the gearing that operates the cam, that pushes the plunger, that drives the fluid back and forth. It is a very unique system. If you love this watch, reach out to us, Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.